Okay, so finally, last question, and this is one of the questions that almost everyone wants to know is right now in NDT as a whole, where is the money?
Okay.
What should we be doing right now in order to be marketable and valuable in the NDT market?
Okay. Well, I guess let's think about geographically first.
Okay,
Right? In
let me get
Canada,
off of this sun real quick because it's free. It's on my face for a long time. Trying to
sure, man.
get off of it. Thank you.
So in Canada, like I've worked, um, well, coast to coast, I guess, BC to Newfoundland. And in my experience, I think most of the work is either in Alberta or Ontario. Um, and
Okay.
I don't think that's a big surprise because Alberta's got the oil and gas.
Is Alberta like the Houston of Canada?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Alberta is your big resource center in Canada, and Ontario is your big manufacturing, um, and
Okay.
nuclear power, which is a really really big thing for NDT. So there is a nuclear power plant in New Brunswick. Otherwise, I think all the rest of the power plants are in the nuclear power plants are in Ontario.
Okay.
So those are your two big markets in Canada geographically. That's not to say, of course, there's NDT in every province, right?
Right.
Um,
And
but
and
I think
and if I've seen like the equipment manufacturers are concentrated in one city in Quebec, somewhere
Mhm.
Quebec City.
Yeah,
So is that like the hub for NDT manufacturers?
yeah. In Canada, yes, it is, and it's been that way for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, because the NDT is a small industry, right? So if there was some work that happened there, any number of years ago, um, I'm not going to say it's always the same group of people, but if somebody leaves a company, they can just, it's unlikely that the somebody from Quebec City will then move all the way to the other end of this huge country we have, right, to Vancouver to try to work there because all the infrastructure that they've been working with for so many years is now built up in Quebec City. So yeah, Quebec City is like our technology hub for NDT development.
Okay, yeah, that answers question. So most of the industries, oil and gas wise, or production wise, you're saying is concentrated in Alberta, which is Edmonton, Calgary, down south, Edmonton, and then
Fort
Fort
McMurray.
Fort McMurray.
Yeah.
And then Ontario has a lot of nuclear and fab shops and all that stuff. And then
Yeah, the
Quebec
steel
City.
industry here. Yeah,
Okay.
in
And then
Quebec,
Quebec
like
City
the
is like the
hydro.
manufacturer technology hub
Yeah,
of Canada. In terms of and my next question is could be a little bit annoying sometimes because I personally feel like I don't know the answer for it when someone asks me that question. Uh, but I'm gonna ask it because I get this question a lot. Which methods are in demand? Which
okay,
which methods do I go for? If I'm lost, I don't know I'm starting out. Which method
okay.
should I go for?
I tell you what, the first thing I tell somebody, get a mag ticket. Mag
Magnetic?
is your
Okay.
mag is your workman's ticket. That I use my mag all the time,
Okay.
and even though I'm primarily UT, you got to have a mag ticket.
Okay. So number
Um,
one mag. Okay.
yeah. Uh, and number two, I would say is a UT thickness, UT1.
Okay.
Right? Not to say you stop at a one
Right.
because your first ticket in UT is a level one, but it's real important to get there. If you got a Mag two and a UT one, you're off to a really good start.
Okay.
And the reason why I push Mag early is because it's a relatively simple course to do. There is no Mag level one, right? It's just you go straight to level two in
One
Mag.
and two.
Yeah, it's just all in one shot, and it's a 1 week course.
I think you could do one. I don't know. I've seen some places they do one separately, but it's not much valuable because you're not be able to sign off on the reports or not be able to do your inspections individually anyway. So companies won't
Yeah, not
value
in
that.
Canada. Actually, they killed level one in Canada.
Oh,
I want to
really?
say like in the maybe like the mid '80s or early '90s. Like it was
Oh,
quite a
wow.
quite a
Okay.
number of years ago. Yeah.
That's good actually because Nobody really. I don't know anyone who has just been at level one and that's his or her career. Like all people want to do level two anyway, so just do it together. And the hour number of hours required for experience is also very low, so you could might as well just get one and two together.
Yeah, I think it's 650 or 675 or something like that.
That's
It's
more
not,
than ASNT then, because SNTTC is 410 hours.
I think it's 175 times three, whatever that works out to be. 700? Yeah, for some reason it's 675 or 700,
Okay.
which is 4 months.
All
So
right, right.
not a problem.
Okay. So MAG and then UT1, and then you become marketable and you get a decent job, you start getting your experience. And then what's next?
Yeah, so I would say uh, probably radiography.
Okay.
Um, but when I say that, what I actually mean is a CETO, a Certified Exposure Device Operator. So
Okay.
that's not the person who's interpreting film. That's the person who's actually running the camera, right? Who's
Okay.
running the source out, and uh, basically a certified exposure device operator, right? CETO. Um, when you're on a shutdown, you're typically going to have like lots of UT people and not a whole lot of RT guys, right? Because the RT folks can shoot during breaks. So you may have like maybe one or two RT trucks, but you got a whole bunch of UT people. But when the shutdown's over and it's January and February and it's just a ghost town, the RT people are still busy because they're doing night shots. Like they're working at nights. They're
Nights.
working.
Yeah, they're working when nobody else is working because they don't want to shut other people down.
Yeah. So it's important if you want to stay busy. I would say MAG, then a UT1. I mean, don't stop there. UT2 is great, right?
Right, right.
Uh, and then maybe look at radiography, but start as an exposure device operator. Um, and I'm not dismissing penetrant or
Right.
visual.
Okay.
Visual is really really big. Now the visual testing scheme is not CGSB. It is Canadian Standards Association. So the code is different. It's CSA W178.
Okay.
So in order to, usually what people do is they say that they're CWB visual, and CWB is like the
Canadian Building Body.
yeah, Canadian
Is
Welding Bureau. Yeah.
okay, oh, Bureau. Is it CW is this the CWI of Canada?
Yeah.
AW okay, so basically AWS CWI is a certified welding inspector. You get the instead of visual, you get that CWB.
Yeah, yeah, we call it CWB level one, CWB level two,
Oh,
CWB
you
level.
okay.
Yeah, and then you get code endorsements. So, for example, I have a
Right.
level two visual for W59, which is our version of the American AWS D11.
Okay, got it. So you can specialize in D11, D117, whatever. Okay. Well, I think that answers a lot of questions. Paul, I appreciate your time. I really appreciate you jumping on a call and sharing your knowledge. That's really valuable for a lot of the people out there. They don't find these resources easily, and when they see someone who is a figure of authority and a figure of you're responsible level three, who's been through this industry for a while, can share your experience and help other people. That's super valuable.
Thank you, Pratik. It's been a good chat, and I hope to run into you in Vegas. You going to go to Vegas?
Yes, I'll be in Vegas for sure.
Nice, man. I'll see you there.
Definitely. I'll see you there.
All right. Cheers, brother.
Okay. Talk to you
Ciao.
soon. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.